Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. I have some news, again just like the last video, not quite too much, nothing crazy or major, but a few things that I did want to get out in the immediate future, especially because there's one thing that is very time sensitive, and that would be this. This is a brand new Tyrannosaurus Rex kit from Chen Yi Fei, and I apologize if I said the name incorrectly, as I'm not 100% sure exactly how you pronounce it. But this is a Tyrannosaurus kit that he is producing that is kind of a David Krentz inspired sculpt. It's kind of influenced by the Dinosaur Revolution Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it's actually up for pre-order currently. It costs $240 plus shipping, which will be added on later. And the reason I say this is very time sensitive is because this will be in two different scales. It will be in 1/20th scale, and then later on it will be in 1/35th scale. However, the 1/20th scale version is currently up for pre-order, but the pre-order ends tomorrow, January 2nd. So it's very time sensitive. If you are interested in ordering this, you pretty much have to do it today or tomorrow. So I did want to bring this to your attention, show you guys this absolutely amazing looking Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm not very familiar with the sculptor's work prior to this, but if it's anything similar to this, it's definitely a sculptor to look into, because this is absolutely awesome. So if you are interested in ordering this, I will include a link in the description to the Facebook page of Chen Yi Fei if you want to contact him and order this incredible Tyrannosaurus Rex. Then, as far as Wild Past goes, we recently got some brand new images of the Protoceratops. As you can see from this image here, Wild Past has officially received just an absolute ton of Protoceratops figures. They are now in possession of all of these wonderful looking figures. It's pretty crazy to see so many down there all together. But then there were also some brand new images taken of the figure up close. Now this figure will probably look a lot better in person, even though I actually think it looks really good in these images. But considering it is in 1/35th scale, it is extremely small. So these are very close-up images of an incredibly small figure. And just thinking about how insanely small it is, look at how beautiful the paintwork is. Even the toenails and everything are really well painted. Doesn't look to be sloppy at all on any of them, and you also have an incredibly awesome nest to include with this Protoceratops, which is such a cool touch on the part of Wild Past. Again, this is their initial release and will be going up for sale very soon, but if you are wondering exactly how small the figure is, then this image here should help to give you a good idea. As you can see, we've got the Protoceratops in front of a Papo and Collecte figure, showing you just how incredibly small this figure is. If any of you out there have either of these figures, you will have a good idea, and if you don't, then maybe here next to the Reborn Triceratops hatchling or their Deinonychus, and of course a Lego human character, you definitely should be able to tell how incredibly small these figures are. But I am super psyched about the fact that we now have these images of the Protoceratops, and especially showing that he has a ton in hand currently, because that means that these are right around the corner and will be going up for sale in the very near future. So I will definitely let you guys know as soon as that actually happens. Then as far as Nanmu goes, we got a brand new reveal for an upcoming figure, and as you can see from these images, it is an Ankylosaurus, quite clearly modeled after the Jurassic World version. It looks similar to the Jurassic Park 3 version, but I definitely think the inspiration for this one is the Jurassic World version, which is sad. I was kind of hoping that it would get the JP3 paint, but considering Nanmu often releases two different versions, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that they do one with the Jurassic World paint, one with the JP3 paint. But honestly, I think the sculpt is fantastic, and I am so excited to see more herbivores coming out of Nanmu, as they've primarily been kind of releasing carnivore after carnivore after carnivore, aside from a few, and now we are starting to see more and more herbivores coming out, as we recently unveiled the Apatosaurus, and now we have this Ankylosaurus here coming up, and we previously have had the Sinoceratops as well. So I am beyond excited about this. More Jurassic World inspired herbivores is definitely not a bad thing. Keeping my fingers crossed for that Stegosaurus coming hopefully sometime soon, because I can't wait to see what that one will look like as well. As far as Papo goes, I recently stumbled upon this image, which I do believe is an actual factory sample of the Papo Giganotosaurus, and I will say that as far as the paint application goes and all the wonderful detailing of the figure, it carried over really well into the actual factory sample. It's too bad that the pose on it is a little bit too rough for most people, myself included, although like I said, I will buy it still regardless because I'm just a sucker for anything Papo, and I do want to review it here on the channel for you guys. With this close-up image of the head and everything, you can see that it absolutely looks awesome when it comes to the paint application and the sculpt. It's just the overall pose is a huge downside for mostly everyone, honestly. There are a few people that seem to like it, and for those few, at least you have a sneak peek of the Giganotosaurus if you are intending on purchasing it. And the very last thing I have is from Mattel, and that is the very first in-hand image of the brand new attack pack, Minmi. This is now a reddish version, as the previous one was a greenish version, and I think it looks pretty nice. It's not the most impressive Mattel sculpt, that's for sure, and it is just another repaint, as it doesn't seem to have anything new or flashy to it other than a new paint application. But I really do think it looks quite nice, and actually probably better than the previous version. However, we won't really be able to tell for sure until we actually see it in person, because often the figures look a little different in person when you actually have it in hand in comparison to images online. So I'm hoping to find this at some point soon. I'm not entirely sure where they stumbled upon this figure at, but regardless, I will definitely be looking for it out in the wild. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.